Hello and welcome back. Oh my god, you're struggling?
Yep.
How you doing, bud? Okay.
I'm here.
We are back with a new review. It's been all of like 12 hours since our last one. So, and
We
we've
have a
already,
tight schedule. We gotta.
yeah, and
Yep.
we're going in like 5 hours to another one. So,
Mhm.
you're going to hear from us again
What
shortly.
movie was this called?
This one,
Hang on.
Don't Let's Go Dogs
No,
Tonight.
don't let's go to the dogs tonight.
That one, which is based off a book, which is based off of a memoir.
Yep.
So, yeah,
So it's a true story
true story.
about a girl who grew up in South Africa during, I forget what that war was called.
It was in 90 or
In the
no 82.
80s and 90s when a bunch of people died. I forget what that was called. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I do remember hearing that it was a very, very bad war.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which you knew somewhat what this movie was going to be about, right? When we went into it.
No, I
Oh,
couldn't remember what it was.
oh. I had no idea what this was, and I think you were just like, "We should go see this movie," and I was like, "Okay."
Well, we looked at the descriptions when we were seeing which movies we wanted to buy tickets for.
Mm-hmm.
And so I knew what it was at the time, but when we walked into it, I couldn't remember what this one was.
Sure.
So, but it was really good.
Yeah, it was. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I think it did a really good job. So it's like filmed from the perspective of like an 8-year-old,
Yeah,
and
it's very much like Jojo Rabbit, almost in that kind of way.
kind of, sort of, but less where it's like a childhood fantasy and more of just like what it looks like to a child.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think it captured like what it is to be a kid really well,
Mm-hmm.
and because it was able to do that during that setting, it was like really powerful.
Yeah. Well, and all the things she went through, and still going through all those things with the like child innocence of it all, showing that she really is just still a child. I
Yeah.
thought it was done really well.
Yeah. I thought the directing was really good.
Yeah.
I thought there was some really cool editing.
Yeah,
Um, the acting was fantastic.
it was. That little girl was insanely good.
Usually, child actors, you kind of have to be patient with it and be like, okay, they're a child actor, but that didn't feel like that at all.
No, and I
Like,
looked it up
all
too.
the child actors were killing it.
Yeah, when I looked it up too, and like the main girl, like this is her first ever movie, which I was like, to be a lead actor and to be like that good at it,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
it was crazy.
Yeah. Um yeah, it was incredible. They did really well. I also found out that the lady that played the mother was also the director, like writer, producer for like the whole movie. I was like, which
It's
was
impressive.
crazy, yeah. And she also
Especially since she
was,
portrays herself as the crazy character.
yeah, which also takes a lot of acting to
Yeah.
do. Yeah, it was crazy.
I liked how they kind of, I mean, it was a really complex and just kind of messed up war, and I think that the
Mm-hmm.
movie did a really good job of capturing that, where, South Africa was colonized, but then like when that war was happening, the white people who were there had been living there for, hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like they didn't want to leave, but then like the Africans obviously had their right to the land.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, like, I like stories that kind of um show like a morally gray conflict where it's like there's no
Mm-hmm.
good guys and bad guys,
Yeah.
you know, and like,
They're just people.
yeah. and like I did like that it kind of showed the balance of like they didn't think of themselves as racist, but then
Mhm.
like clearly their habits
And
could be racist at
yeah.
times, but then like at the same time they were just people. Like
Yeah.
I thought it was really good how they kind of showed that like yeah, there's no good guys and bad guys a lot of the
Mhm.
time. And
And there wasn't really
war is just sad.
yeah. Well, and especially in this movie, there really isn't any good guys or bad
No.
guys. It's just people.
It's just showing that a child shouldn't have to go through war.
Yeah. Shouldn't have to deal with all of those things that she had to deal with,
Yeah.
which was a lot.
So anyway,
But it was a very good movie. And for a movie that's probably not getting that big of a release
no.
or
I'm
being
glad I
well
got to
known or
see it
anything.
because I don't know where else I would have gotten to see it.
Exactly. I wish it would have gotten like a bigger release, which
Yeah.
but
I don't know if it would do well, unfortunately.
that's the sad thing.
But yeah.
But it
People
was
are like, there's nothing original coming out. And then someone makes something original. It's like, I don't like it.
literally. Yeah, like you could say that for like literally any good original movie that came out last year, which was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a lot of good like sequels too that came out that were also good, but people are like no.
Yep.
But yeah,
Anywho,
that
we'll
was
be back with more reviews.
that was our quick and short review for
Don't let the who let the dogs out. No. Don't wait.
Don't Let Dog
No.
Let's
No.
Co Dogs Come
No.
Tonight.
Hang on.
Okay.
Don't let's go to the dogs. Don't let's go to the dogs tonight.
Yeah, that.
Oh my god. 5 out of 5
5
for
out of
me.
5 movie.
Very
Very
good.
good.
Okay.
Must go watch.